Hi, this is Divyesh Mistry. I'm the founder of Crackerjack Communicators Coterie and I'm the creator of this podcast. I'm on a mission to empower and transform you become the best individual human brand by harnessing the power of communication. As we are going to welcome the new year with excitement, the story I'm going to share today will help you become a better human in the coming year or years depending on the time you take to implement this. You might have come across a lot of content on social media on how to make 2023 your best year. I bet if you implement this, it'll surely become the best year of your life to date. Charles Plum was a US Navy jet pilot in Vietnam. After 75 combat missions, his plane was destroyed by a surface-to-air missile. Plum ejected and parachuted into enemy land. He was captured and spent 6 years in a communist Vietnamese prison. He survived the ordeal and now lectures on lessons learned from that experience. The story about Charles Plum, Who Packs Your Parachute, is a solid and interesting story that has been shared with many people over the years during lectures and leadership courses. One day, when Plum and his wife were sitting in a restaurant, a man at another table came up and said, "You are Plum. You flew jet fighters in Vietnam from the aircraft carrier Kitty Hawk. You were shot down. How in the world did you know that?" asked Plum. The man replied, "I packed your parachute." Plum gasped in surprise and gratitude. The man pumped his hand and said, "I guess it worked." Plum assured him, "It sure did. If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." Plum couldn't sleep that night thinking about that man. Plum says, "I kept wondering what he might have looked in a navy uniform. A white hat, a bib in the back, and bell-bottom trousers. I wonder how many times I might have seen him and not even said good morning, how are you, or anything, because, you see, I was a fighter pilot and he was just a sailor." Plum thought of the man hours the sailor had spent on a long wooden table of the ship, carefully weaving the shrouds and folding the silks of each chute, holding in his hands each time the fate of someone he didn't know. Everyone has someone who provides what they need to make it through the day. Plum also points out that he needed many parachutes when his plane was shot down over enemy territory. He needed his physical parachute, his mental parachute, his emotional parachute, and his spiritual parachute. He called on all these supports before reaching safety. Sometimes in the daily challenges that life gives us, we miss what is really important. We may fail to say hello, please, or thank you, congratulate someone on something wonderful that has happened to them, give a compliment, or just do something nice for no reason. As you go through this week, this month, and start your new year, recognize the people who pack your parachute. Thank them. It's time to count your blessings. Show gratitude. It is one of the paramount forms of internal communication. You see, communication is not just an external game. It is an internal one first and then external. I help my students with such innovative concepts and help them become the best individual human brands by harnessing the power of communication. And so, I invite you to attend my next masterclass where I'll make you dive deeper. Click on the link and register now. Once again, who is packing your parachute? I want to thank you for being with me on this journey. Share this with your loved ones and help them count their blessings. And I'll talk to you in the next one.